We're 11 months and 10 countries into our adventure from Canada to Argentina.
What's up, y'all?
We are finally getting into southern Colombia.
Yeah!
And we have a desert to explore, one of Colombia's only. Now you could take the highway to get to the desert.
Mm-hmm. Or
how boring would that be?
You can air down your tires.
We're gonna take the off-road route because that's why we're here. It should take us a day, but it's Colombia off-road roads, and if you've been following along, it could take a week. So
yeah.
We have a map this time and enthusiasm. That's what we are equipped with.
And beer.
And a nice truck. First up, Magdalena River.
If driving the longest road in the world wasn't enough, give yourself 100 days to build a 4x4 motorhome capable of such a task. 40,000 miles crossing every type of terrain imaginable through some of the most feared and remote regions on Earth. Just for something to do? No. For something to write books about. Something to relish in the aliveness of living on the edge of the unknown insanity. Something to radically expand our perspective of what the world is actually like and what is possible within one lifetime. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is Toyota World Runners. Proudly presented by Westcan Overland, Off-Road and Design.
Stacy will be your captain today, everyone.
We are off. I will be your bus driver.
All right.
There's already cows.
We got cattle. We got desert cattle.
Once again, Colombia has pulled out its surprise wildcard. This desert reminds us of parts of Southern California, maybe Arizona, or even Baja. Yet it has differences. Namely the fact we had to drive 30,000 kilometers to South America to get here. This may be one of the best known and visited places on our Colombian tour, but that's for good reason. We'll try to take the off-road route to reach the Tatacoa, and from there drive the constellation loop. There's an observatory out here, and apparently the stargazing is astronomical. This is the Magdalena River. It's the largest river system in the northern Andes, and we have lost track of how many times we've crossed it. We have here, it appears fossil museum, maybe? Just as the locals are surprised to see our weird foreign vehicle rolling through their village, we're just as surprised that they live out here and drive these roads every day. These towns frequently experience flash floods, intense heat, and all the challenging elements of living in a desert. You can easily imagine what this river crossing would look like during an intense storm. We weave through the desert with eyes wide open. This is radically different than any terrain we've encountered in Colombia. It's beautiful. The looming cloud cover reminds us that flash floods in a desert can occur in an instant and raise water levels by up to 2 meters in less than 20 minutes. That amount of water could easily wash our truck away to become another desert artifact. Wide open spaces like this come with a parallel sense of freedom. Trails like this are a joy to drive, and a well-earned break from the insane elevation gains and losses on the mountain routes we've encountered and become accustomed to navigating.
I'm just trying to figure. Oh yeah, okay. There's our pin. All right.
Key.
We are trying to get to the red.
Let's do the loop. No, we want to turn left. Because we want to do that loop, yeah?
We're now turning off the somewhat main road and entering the Constellation Loop. This route will allow us to witness the desert transform from a lunar gray into a Utah red. We've just avoided a huge rainstorm from yesterday. It washed away any signs of vehicle presence, and the sand has a hard but damp surface. It's crucial that we stay on top of that compact layer. Our recovery out here would not be easy. These cacti may be able to withstand the harsh desert climate, but they won't stand up to the Chinook on the end of a winch line. There's nothing inherently challenging about this terrain. The risk is the alone factor. Nothing to winch from, and apart from motorcycles, we've seen no other vehicles. Burying our tire in the sand to use as an anchor is a last resort option, but certainly not ideal, nor guaranteed. We've calculated all the risks, thought thoroughly about any consequences, and decided we're here to have fun, test the limits of ourselves and our truck, and write a memorable story.
We're assessing.
We're assessing. It's a pretty dry looking riverbed, but the sand could be sticky. Definitely hard on top, but we're not going to want to break through. I think speed is going to be our friend here. All right, we're going in 4-wheel drive for this one. And I also put in the rear locker. I had to use the power probe to put the locker in, but I feel better about that. A little more safe. 4 high. There we go. Sorry about the squealing. Easy, man. Wow, easy. Just rock that, no problem.
Thankfully, this one won't be one of a vehicle recovery. Deserts are a kind of odd, unexpected beauty. You don't anticipate falling in love with such a desolate place. Maybe it's the fact that everything just looks so different than what we're used to. And seeing no other people or travelers out here other than a few motos definitely makes it feel like we're on an adventure.
many times do you think we've said this doesn't feel like Colombia?
If you're enjoying this film, please smash that like button and consider subscribing if you're not already. It's free and it really does help us out.
Torture Museum, definitely. Won't stop.
And just as the light in the sky starts to change, so does the color of the desert. A view like this, to us, is a perfect depiction of the microcosm versus macrocosm of the natural world and the universe. How a galaxy can look like a human iris, how this erosion can look like the capillaries in our fingers, and this riverbed like a blooming tree. If you're awake and paying attention, things like this make you feel like you're a part of the world around you, that you're in the world, not just on it. Dinner time. And it seems we picked the one place in the desert where there's a school field trip right now. I think the tour bus, the school bus is here. Everyone's walking away now. It's so ironic. Oh, but look at this place. I mean, I'm glad they're bringing the kids here. Look how freaking cool it is.
But at the same time,
no tracks, almost no one. There's like wild camping everywhere. We wanted to come to this place because it was super recommended, and the view of the red desert and a shower, and it's like $5. And we come here and there's 100 school kids on a field trip. It's so ironic.
the way she goes.
It's the way she goes,
In
bud.
Latin America, everyone.
Yeah,
Don't ever think you're alone.
you'll never be alone.
Pros. The view.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
quiet at night.
Okay, wow.
Bathrooms are closed.
Okay, cool.
Restaurant if you need.
Okay.
Cons. 900 people come here a day. People think the Chinook is part of the show, so they walk as close as they can to it.
And take pictures with it.
And take pictures with it. It's hot.
Careful, it's a fragile natural ecosystem.
Perfect for desert refreshment. Ooh, sweet boy. Yummy.
Isn't this planet amazing? And just as our philosophical thoughts come full circle, we're greeted by the surprise encounter from other travelers we've been following online.
So Colombia is basically the France of South America, and there are panaderias or bakeries literally everywhere. And we bought this most epic looking bread. It is so soft and cheesy and just smells so. I mean, look at the size of this thing. And it's not even fair to tell you how much this loaf of bread was. It's $2. Oh. And we're about to make epic sandwiches with it, but first, I just gotta try a bit. Wow. They put sugar in everything.
Everything's like sweet bread.
Oh, so good. Wow. So fancy. Bon
Alright.
appetit.
Matthew's creation. Oh my god. That's the best grilled ham and cheese egg I've ever had.
Wow.
Bye. See ya.
And they're off.
I don't know what you guys think, but we think this is a pretty good looking convoy. Leaving the desert is bittersweet. The daytime brought amazing views and great company. But the nights brought torrential rain, and we couldn't see the stars. So we're on to the next spot, continuing south.
Know your dimensions, everyone. ¿Se vende?
He's got a spotter now.
Spending quality time with other overlanders is awesome. You don't have to explain your weird way of life, or setting up, or any of the things that make your life more easy. Because there's just a mutual understanding.
Having your branding in the back while you pour wine is so aesthetic. And there's bread. Wow. Okay, he's
Look
putting
at
it.
us. Yeah. Oh, baby.
Oh, it might come apart. We'll see.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming apart. We'll see how that goes.
After spending months wearing a layer of sweat on our skin as we tangoed with humidity, in a strange way, it felt good to reunite and dance with the desert. Thank you so much for watching. I hope by now we've earned your subscription. And we'll see you next time.